Is I was looking at some stuff, trying to help somebody find a rental. Is there a job down there at least? Is it like something you still could do?
Well, I'm going into the cosmetic field. I've already done with my degree, so it's like Black Hollywood. So.
Mm-hmm. Is there like a place down there that you could do stuff for that's kind of cool?
So right now I'm looking at like factories that make like hair color or nail polish.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm looking.
And they're still in the U.S. Like, is it still not outsourced to China like some of these are?
Yeah, it's very few, but there still are some.
That's kind of cool that we still have a factory and whatnot, because I didn't think we still did. So then, what would your summer look like? Do you think? Are you going to be all just a nice break or a lot of busy work?
I'm doing online classes.
Okay.
And I'm working. So.
Where's your job again? I'm like totally
P&G.
Oh, sweet.
So, I work at in Vandalia by the airport.
Okay. How'd you land that one? That's a pretty good job, isn't it?
Yeah, just
Is it what do they have you do? Is it mostly the cosmetic stuff, like trying to
well right now it's just like paperwork and stuff like
Okay. Yep.
Like apprentice work.
About like say they're getting Crest approved by the FDA or like the soap or okay. I have a friend who works on it. I think he does the chemistry tests for all, and then they pay him extra. He'll like put on the deodorant for a week.
But we do have to watch videos about the products and stuff like that.
Okay. And do they give you like so many hours a week, or is it like
it's 40 hours a week.
Holy crap, that's awesome. And they actually pay a fair and legitimate wage.
It's like 12.
That's good. I mean, that would be $24,000 a year if you did it all year round.
Yes, it's decent.
But you have to tell them you're giving them 2 weeks notice to move away, or you can do it remotely.
You can. Well, there's P&Gs everywhere. So like, if I want to relocate, I could relocate.
That's pretty cool. So if you like found something in Georgia, you could work while you're down there, or you'll do something else.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty sweet. I know the summer can be hard as, you can take, 11 hours at maximum, or they'll let you plead for 12 if you want to.
Yeah, I'm taking classes through Sinclair.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only taking 2 just because my freshman advisor, they didn't do my schedule very well.
Oh, crap.
So I'm paying for that now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you want to take classes that you need and not just extra electives.
Just random classes. So
jeez.
I'm paying for that now.
Because you're trying to finish in the next year and a half or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have to take, I'm taking Calculus 2 and Biology in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think that should catch me up. I really wanted to take more classes this summer, but what I didn't want to happen was for me to get to my senior year and then I'll just have like a semester where I'm just paying for classes that I don't need.
Yes.
So I'm trying to balance out catching up and then not going too far ahead. Right.
Yeah, it is. It's a tough balancing. I did end up taking that extra semester. It sucked because it costs money, and it's like, you want to be done too. Like you find out there's one class you got to take in your fall semester after you graduate. It's like, oh God, why?
Yeah, I'm trying to be done. My freshman semester, they had my schedule. Every semester was almost done. I was like, this semester, I'm taking classes that I should have been taking freshman year. Other than my chemistry classes, my schedule isn't too bad. Where it's I'm gonna be I should be here another year, but it's just I said, I have to take summer classes to make sure that a lot of my classes are caught up.
Right.
I think
it's
I think it's 2 or 3 classes that I'm behind on. So once I catch up with these 2, I just have 1 or 2 more classes to catch up on.
Are you guys both the same year? You'll graduate in 2024? 3. Okay. Yeah, because did you hear they might pass something in education where you can graduate without your license now? Because apparently for many years, if you didn't get your license, they didn't give you a degree.
License as in like driver's license?
Well, it's education license, so you would get your teaching
Oh, okay,
license.
yeah.
But the problem is, it's not easy to get a license. Like, even in social work, 2/3 of us fail the test, or 2/3 pass it, 1/3 fail it. So that means, and if your degree's connected to that, you couldn't even go on to graduate school.
But it makes sense. Why would you? I guess graduating and getting a license is two different things.
It is.
But it does make sense. Why would you graduate from something that you have to have a license?
It did. Now, so they explained it in such a way that, so, for example, in California, if you wanted to be an educational aide, all you need was a bachelor, or coming up in 2 years, all you need is a bachelor's degree. Right now, you can do it without a bachelor's, but they're changing the law and you'll need a bachelor's, but you don't need a license. So there'll be a lot of these people that if you can't pass the licensure test, you still can get other jobs, or you can go on to graduate school and get a MSW instead. So it's kind of like sticking people stuck in taking more than 121 hours to graduate, like keep on until they pass that licensure test. And it's like, you should at least be able to get the degree. Like in social work, you get the degree, you don't have to get the license. And I see both sides of it. I really do.
But I do feel like, okay, so for example, that's like I said, I went into the cosmetic field. Yes, you can do hair, or yes, you can do nails, but in order to have like a legitimate job and not work like in your basement or be somebody's like secretary, you have to be licensed. So of course, when you go to school and you leave, you want to have everything you need to start a job.
Right.
Or,
yes.
Or just to like get a decent job. So,
right. So ideally, they do get it, like you're saying, maybe after they graduate. Maybe it's in the middle of their graduate program or after their master's degree is finished, but it's not the easiest test, I guess. Do you take a test for your educational status?
Yeah.
Which one is it?
Well, the next one, I have to have a certain score on ACT.
Really?
Yeah. They switched last year. They switched the requirements.
Really?
I have to retake the ACT.
What?
And then.
Are you serious?
Some bull crap. Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
They switched it. It was like a 18, and I think they switched it to a 22.
Yeah, it's like a 21 now. So I have to look back at my high school one to see if I beat 20. I think I did, but I still have to check.
Wait, so you're not allowed to be in this education program if you don't have a 21 on your ACT?
Yeah.
What? So you would just have to change majors then?
Basically.
Okay, which sucks.
ACT until you get that 21.
Okay, so yeah, they would ask you to leave the program till you get a 21, or you switch majors and say whatever. Okay. Well, have you seen the movie White Oleander before? I don't think. Okay, so that's what I was starting in. It's foster care policy. We can just do the same as we have been doing, and you guys can watch it on your own. So you have time to watch other folks' presentations. I know you both gave yours. I don't know if we ever found that movie that's about child trafficking. I still want to find that. But this isn't far from it. So I wanted to kind of dig into this. It's called White Oleander. You can watch it free. I had to like Google it. It was on the Oprah Winfrey's books of excellence. It was years ago. They made us watch this to get our social work degree. So shoot. So we'll just go 15, 20 minutes, and then you guys can finish up. Is it work? Okay. So you have time to watch people's presentations. Can I enlarge it? Is that it? Okay. Yeah, we had to watch this to graduate from graduate school. Or we had to read the book. I've never seen the
Everybody asks why I started at the end and went back to the beginning. The reason is simple. I couldn't understand the beginning until I reached the end. There were too many pieces of the puzzle missing. Too much you would never tell. I could sell these things. People want to buy them. But I'd set all this on fire first. She'd like that. That's what she would do. She'd make it just to burn it. I couldn't afford this one, but the beginning deserved something special. But how do I show that nothing, not a taste, not a smell, not even the color of the sky has ever been as clear and sharp as it was when I belonged to her. I don't know how to express that being with someone so dangerous is the last time that I felt safe. The Santa Anas blew in hot from the desert that fall. Only the oleanders thrived.
And just for a context, oleander is a plant that grows. This is in California, but they use it for suicide in Asia. So it's the oleander tea you drink to commit suicide.
Maybe the wind was the reason my mother did what she did. If it was, I wouldn't have known. I lived in her shadow then. She was the most beautiful woman I'd ever seen. You know, everybody thinks that when they're small. But she was the most beautiful woman most people had ever seen. He came into our lives without warning. She ignored him at first. He wasn't her type. We laughed about him and his persistence. Never let a man spend a night, she said. Never apologize, never explain. She was breaking all her rules, and it would change everything. What are you doing up here?
Come sit next to me. It's the best place to feel the wind.
I can feel it from here.
No, you can't.
So one other thing is, if you've ever been to California, the Santa Ana winds are strange. It feels like a blow dryer. They're hot. So it's coming from the desert in California. I lived there for a little bit. So when they talk about Santa Ana winds, it's like a hot 90-degree wind that's like blowing, and you can't feel it anywhere else in the United States.
You should get some sleep.
I never sleep. I've been up here for hours. I had the most amazing idea for how to use my Polaroids on the Newport show. I'm gonna skip work today. Keep going until I finish.
You're still coming to parents' night, aren't you?
Oh, God, I forgot. I made plans to go to Greta's opening.
But yeah, the parents go.
What can they tell me about you that I don't already know?
Time's up. Pencils down. Papers, please. Thank you. Here. Time, Astrid. Is your mother coming tonight?
No, she has other plans.
More important than parents' night?
She's an artist. She doesn't care about things like parents' night.
And don't forget, you guys, chapters 17 and 18 for tomorrow.
Finished my mugshots. What do you think?
They're great.
No, you're not looking. You can't be an artist if you don't see. Why do you think they're great?
I don't know. They're lonely. It's me in the center. It's our secret. You can't tell anybody. I won't. They never tell our secrets.
I know, it's
house earlier.
Susie. It's Barry Coker again. Tell him I was killed in a climbing accident in the Himalayas.
Barry, she's still out of town.
We don't have any eggs.
Never have any eggs.
Barry can take us out to breakfast.
Barry spent the night?
Yeah.
Oh shit. There's a reason why it was free, right? So anyway, yeah, in terms of this would have a lot of foster care policy from 1999 and 2000. That's when the book was written. The movie wasn't made until like '01 or '02. And it's really kind of understanding, are either one of you familiar with foster care and what goes on with foster homes and whatnot?
My mom was when she was young.
Oh, she was in a home. And then did she have a permanent adoption after that? Or okay. So, and in education, you'll get a lot. You'll, with the parents' night, if you do the stuff like seeing how to deal with foster challenges and things of that nature. But the most important is that often education providers are the first ones to report to CPS. I don't know if they've already trained you guys in that for like child protective services, but that's how then the social workers get involved. So social workers and education providers rely heavily on one another for referrals and just making sure kids are safe and things of that nature. So that's kind of the background and yeah, some of the policy with it. Child Protective Services in Cincinnati is connected to also Adult Protective Services. So do 12 more minutes and call it a day.
I bet he's still out of town on an assignment.
Called the magazine. He got back 2 days ago.
He's probably working. He doesn't call when he works.
He doesn't call when he's getting what he wants from somebody else.
I don't think we should do this. Look at that.
I'll just say we were in the neighborhood.
You won't believe us. You're not meant to. You're not meant to.
He has a date. He made love to me and then said I had to leave because he has a date.
Let's go.
They can't keep me. Don't worry, I'll be back in an hour.
I think she might have messed him up. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
And that's her introduction to foster care.
You must be Astrid. I'm Miss Martinez from Children's Services. I'm here to pick you up. If you need a little more time to pack, I can give you 15 minutes, but that's what it is.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm waiting for my mother to come home.
Your mother won't be coming home. At least not for a while.
Cannot be opposed. Therefore, in accordance with the laws of the state of California, I sentence you to the term prescribed by law for murder in the first degree. Not less than 35 years to life at a maximum security prison.
What'd you say? What's that?
She killed old dude when she said he got a date.
Yeah, she killed him.
I mean, that's kind of the dots I'm connecting. I know it gets stranger too, but yes, that's kind of, which, you know, when you are doing work in the foster care world, that's why I thought this was so important, why they had us read it for the master's degree. So give it 5 more minutes and I'll put up the link for you guys. I think she killed him, at least it looks that way. Unless if she was framed. You're going on a date? I think you're right. That might have been
You should just play it off like that.
she was crying. Like, he's going on a date.
No.
Hello, fun. How are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Y'all must be starving after that long drive. No, I hope you like olive oil because I made enough to feed an army.
Astrid,
How was the traffic?
it was bad downtown, but it cleared up pretty fast.
Astrid?
Here you go. Astrid Magnuson, this is Star Thomas.
It's so nice to meet you, Astrid. Come on in. Let me help you with that. Long drive? Yeah. Well, I hope you didn't bring a ton of stuff. You have to share a bedroom with my daughter, Carol Lee. Okay. So this is our home. This is where we have company usually. And then in here, it's kitchen and whatnot. The boys sleep in here in the living room, so we don't have enough bedrooms. That's Davy and the glasses and Owen. This is Astrid. Boys, you say hi. Carol Lee, I said get out here right now. Let's just go in there.
So also in context, the mountains, if you live in Los Angeles, you could actually surf at the beach in the morning and then drive to snowboard at night in the mountains. Because when I lived out there, we would do a lot of snowboarding. So she sounds like a country folk from the mountains. Bear Mountain.
Caroline, my daughter. Make some room, okay? And this is where you're gonna be sleeping, okay? And she'll clean all that up, don't worry. Don't mind her, she's hormonal. The problem is she hadn't been saved. What about you? What? Have you accepted Jesus Christ as your personal savior?
Oh, here we go.
When you do, he'll be waiting, okay? This is where Ray and I sleep, and the bathroom's right here.
Yeah, you man, you were my car.
Ray's home late tonight because it's his poker night. He's a good man and all, but don't talk to him about Jesus. He acts like he's the repo man or something, not carpenter like him.
He acts like he's the big guy.
Must be a new addition.
I'm Ray.
You look like you would touch them.
Or,
You just
not for Ray, but that's, Star's idea. My mom.
I'm Astrid.
It's nice to meet you, Astrid. You, coming in?
I'm sad. Leave me alone,
I'll come.
sir.
I'm thinking.
What about?
took a whole turn.
Uh-huh.
My mother.
Star was telling me about her. She's doing time for killing her boyfriend, right?
Sir.
Yeah.
Wow. That might be a HIPAA violation.
Come in when you're ready. Okay?
I don't even know you. I don't know her.
I told you you gonna touch her. You too comfortable already.
Right.
Slut thinks she can tell me what to do. She said I was grounded. She's the mother of the Brady Bunch.
Ah,
Listen to that.
Sick.
I'm crying.
Saved by Jesus. They shouldn't be doing it. They're not even married. Reverend Daniel's always sitting around here flying about Jesus.
Trying to have sex, and they don't, and the kids sleeping on the couch.
Don't forget to leave the window open. Don't look at me like that.
All right. So the policy in foster care in Ohio is kids can't share a room. Like, in all honesty, because of like the sexual abuse and sometimes things that can go on. I think if they are brother and sister, they can share, or if they're like brothers or sisters. But that's kind of like the social work policy for foster care in Ohio. I don't know about
You're
California.
no different than I am. You just don't know it yet.
Damn, cry.
That's pretty gross. Like,
No, but for real. Yeah, my eyes just hold on. Let me get my shoes off.
I feel like that could be a current foster care violation, but I could be wrong.
Sin is a virus. That's what Reverend Thomas says.
They're going to town.
Affecting the whole country like the clap. You know they got a clap man you can't get rid of. I think we've got every excuse in the book. You know, it's not what's wrong if I shove a coke up my nose. Who's it hurting? What's wrong with wanting to get it all the time? Who's it hurt? Well, it hurts us. And it hurts Jesus. Because it's wrong. I don't know how you can swallow that shit. Me, who believed in me, though he was dead, yet will he live. And don't you forget it, Missy. Here we are. Oh, are you kidding? It's a miracle I'm not dead. They took my kids away and everything. I was an alcoholic. I was a cokehead. I was dancing topless. You name it. For Christ's sake, people are staring. Oh, Esther, look. Look at that. That is going to go perfect with your new shoes. I mean, I really felt like that. I'm not like, who cares if I am my tits and some strangers?
What's that?
I was saying, Georgia look like she
Right. So, if you do have more important things, I can share the link into Schoology, or we can keep playing for a minute. All right.
Somebody's business but mine. You know what? This is gonna be good on you. Astrid, those are ugly shoes.
Snakes don't bite above the ankle.
Well, take my word for it, you're better off being bitten by snakes than dressing for them. Carolee, we need to get her some bras. You know, Carolee had her first bra when she was 9. Don't want them things hanging to your knees when you're 30. Try it on, that'd be good on you. Carolee, will Ray love that?
So, how she became a foster mom, I don't know.
Hurry, Astrid, it's here. I told you you were gonna miss it. Astrid, this one's for you.
Where's it from? My mother. I didn't think she knew where I was.
Dear Astrid, have you been getting my letters? It's been 6 months. Why don't you write? It's only a few minutes before they turn out the lights. I can hear the women screaming in their cells. We're both in prison, you and I, punished for our strength and our independence. Don't forget who you are. The best part of me is well hidden, and you have to do the same. Remember it all, every insult, every tear.
Not this guy again.
What are you doing?
Mind my business.
I'm writing a letter to my mother.
You ever write your dad?
I don't know where he is. I never met him. He left when I was 2.
Your mother tell you much about him?
No.
Why aren't you curious?
I think about what he would think of me.
No, he probably thinks you're still 2. I remember my son said.
You have a son?
Yeah.
Hey, Ray.
Hey, Daddy. So you're going to the Jesus show, huh?
Aren't you coming?
Bible study now. In my opinion, if there's a God, he sure as hell ain't worth praying to.
That sounds like something my mother would say.
Yeah?
She wouldn't even take me to the Christmas pageant at school. She made me beg a ride off another kid.
Great. Hey, Reverend. I think he likes me better.
Why don't you stop getting married?
Because I'm already married.
Astrid, come on in, we're starting.
Okay, I'm coming. Where's your wife?
Who knows? I haven't seen her or my son in over 5 years.
Oh, here we go again. All right. So, I do think it does good at illustrating the complexities of when in foster care, all the different relationships you come to encounter. And, you know, I feel like social services has stepped it up in the past 10 or 12 years. Now there's a digital presence. Like back then we didn't have it. In 99, we didn't have an email. So something to consider.
I baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Do you believe in God now? Maybe it's not such a bad thing to believe in something. It's better to know things. Why? What does knowing things get you? Does it tell you the difference between right or wrong? She didn't kill that guy alone. I knew what my mother was doing, you know. life, but I didn't.
I miss those computers.
Maybe a collection of essays due to publishers this fall. You don't know what
Oh yeah, have you guys heard of JPay? Because that's how you write to people now. She had to do a handwritten letter, but jpay.com, if you have to communicate with someone in prison, you can send them pictures, letter, you can write an email. So, and like, I think you can give them money that way. So that's the other kind of difference. She has to visit her in person. Oh dear.
Come here.
Astrid Megson? Astrid? Hold it.
Don't cry. We're not like that. We're the Vikings, remember? You're so beautiful. Prison agrees with me. There's no hypocrisy here. Kill or be killed, and everybody knows it.
They hurt you?
Not as much as I hurt them. I won't be in here forever, I promise you that. One day you'll look out your window and I'll be there. Your hair smells like clover. I'm gonna remember you just like this in that sadly hopeful pink dress.
Starved me to death.
Of course she did. What's that?
Nothing. It's just a cross.
I know it's a cross. Why are you wearing it?
It's a present from Star.
She forced you to go to church?
They're really nice people. It's called the Assembly of God. To join, you have to accept Christ as your personal Savior. Then you're baptized. They call it being washed in the blood of the Lamb. But really, it's just water.
Have you accepted Christ as your personal Savior?
There's nothing wrong with being a Christian.
Are you out of your mind? How did this happen? I raised you, not a pack of Bible-dumping trailer trash. I raised you to think for yourself.
How do you get it? You raised me to think like you. Maybe thinking for yourself isn't so great. Reverend Daniel says it's evil.
Evil? If thinking for yourself is evil, then every artist is evil. Is that what you believe? Now that you've been washed in the blood of the Lamb? Man's ability to reason is evil. Am I evil?
No. No. But killing people who don't want you is evil. We pray for your redemption every Sunday.
Fuck my redemption. I don't want to be redeemed. I regret nothing. It's good that you're trying to identify evil, Pastor. But evil is tricky. Just when you think you know what it is, it changes its form. Learning its nature takes a lifetime of study. I will not lose you. Not to them. Those people are the enemy, Astrid. Write to me.
Hands up.
Write to me at least once a week. I'm the only person you know who can keep you honest. Don't forget who you are, Astrid. You're my daughter and you're perfect, remember?
It's gold. You better melt that down. Be worth a lot of money.
How far away is it?
About a mile, maybe 2.
Shouldn't we pack up and go?
Not yet. When summer is better.
Mother used to love fire season. She made me decide what I'd take if we had to go. She said if I was brave, I wouldn't take anything.
Your mother sounds tough. Not like you.
What am I like?
You're a sweetheart.
She's 15. Probably like 13. I don't even remember.
Astrid now?
Astrid?
Come on in here a minute. Sit down, I won't bother. You're having fun here, aren't you? Making yourself at home, getting comfortable?
A little too comfortable, I'd say. I may not be some genius, but I'm getting your game. And believe me, it takes one to know one.
And what?
Always hanging around, handling these tools. Oh, what's this for, Uncle Ray? Can I help you, Uncle Ray?
I'm not doing anything.
I'm calling Children's Services. I want you to know. It's all over for you, little Missy. Don't butt me. He is a man, and he sees what he sees, and he does what he can. I've got a nice thing going here. Ray is the best man I ever had, and I've lived too long and come too far to blow it now.
I never had a father.
Don't. I've got myself and my own kids to worry about. You and me, we hardly know each other. I don't owe you a thing.
Jesus would give me a chance.
Well, I'm not Jesus. Not even close.
He might be mad.
What'd you ask? I'm sorry.
But if she calls CPS, isn't she gonna get him in trouble too?
Well, I guess maybe they never did anything, so maybe she's just going to say they're not a match. But yeah, if they did have sexual contact, then yes, he would go to prison, if that's what you're asking. Is that the question? Yeah. So I don't know. They keep it gray, so you never really know. I remember that in the book. You're all like confused a lot. Like,
Sent me away because you were jealous. You're trying to make him a prisoner. He's gonna hit you.
What do you know about men?
I know that men don't like women who try to own them. I like you. I like the kids. I would never do anything to screw it up. You swear you're not interested in him? I swear to God.
There. Did you see it? I'm not sure.
See anything yet?
It's just starting. But we should be getting 40 an hour pretty soon. The Quadrantid is the shortest lived meteorite shower, but the densest, except for the Perseids.
You and Star, you having a beef?
Yeah. Why?
That's just something she said. Guess it's hard getting older. Pretty girl coming up in the house.
Hi, honey. What are you doing out here?
Nothing, baby, just having a smoke. Looking at the stars.
$40, not even $20 a month. If you waste $200 one night, you've been doing it weekly.
I won last.
Yeah, what else are you doing with the money, right? You can't look at me. Yeah, you weren't when I asked you that question. You got your car out there, and God knows what you spent on that. I mean,
That's
what's
not
that?
no shut up.
No, it's not. What else?
Don't ruin this.
What do you come in until 3 o'clock in the morning?
She's drinking again.
Yeah, and who else? I'm talking honest her the other day.
Thought you all were going to a movie.
I had a lot of homework. How come you're out playing poker?
The game got canceled. They coming home soon?
Not too long.
There's plenty of food. If you want.
Thanks.
This isn't right.
Uh-oh.
Is everyone gone?
She's like her mom.
And it's all my business. You have to abide by the law. Get out. I'm not gonna get out. I'm afraid of you all night long. I want to know who you were with right now. Don't give me your shit. You stayed up all night to drink. I stayed up to catch you, you whore. You should know. Try it again. I'll take you out, bitch. Caroline! You walk out that door and you bother coming back. Why the hell would I want to? I've been down this road with you before, Mom. Sorry, Davy. I can't go through this again. Caroline! You used to like it fine before you started doing that little bit. And Minnie, you bastard, you're screwing her. Screw my sponsor. God, stop. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go with this double cash check.
Hey, stop. Stop.
Hey, stop.
Damn. It's getting weirder. Ugh. That's the white oleander.
We're not like that, we're Vikings. Astrid, can you talk to me? Astrid, talk to me. Can you talk to me? Okay, she's coming around. This boy saved your life, babe. Call 911. He did. What do you have?
Who shot you?
What's that? I think I guess she shot her.
I don't know.
Got it.
Where's Ray, baby? She's gone. They're both gone. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel like a kid. Doesn't matter. Something would have. Hi, Astrid.
Hey, what's this?
Gotcha.
Children on our books right now. The hospital said you need special attention, which you'll get at McKinney Hall. They have all sorts of activities for young people.
If something happened to you,
So she's going to a foster home now, which is several foster kids. Like when I worked at Lighthouse, and remember, not all foster agencies are terrible, but sad to say, some kids do experience bad foster care, years or days or whatever. So obviously they're trying to illustrate that, which was probably good at the time because there was a need in the change of policy and the things that they do and the money and things that, you still get money to foster kids, but there's a lot more visits and ways to hold them accountable and not have those challenges. But this was kind of a breakthrough movie in 99, 2000 and book, why Oprah kind of highlighted it to show that type of stuff. Because there was a need for a bit of policy reform on foster care and national reform even. So that's where she is in Los Angeles. She might have been dreaming that too.
Oh, she said it.
I was about to say, you scratched that out your head.
That would hurt. Like, maybe she did fight him. She got a busted lip.
Her hair, so she could pull her hair and make it around.
To do what?
She cut her hair, so next time they fight, she wasn't able to pull on her hair.
Okay.
This is stressing me out.
Next
I know.
time your friends jump me, I'll cut your throat when you're sleeping.
Damn. She's like prison status already. Oh, I hate to laugh because this is the traumas that some experience. So it's real.
What do you want?
I was looking at your picture. It's good. Who is it? How come you chopped off your hair?
None of your business.
You're still beautiful.
Looks don't interest me.
That's easy for you to say. You've never been out there.
Oh, look, it's the puta. She's so ugly now, huh?
Do you guys know Spanish? You know what puta is. Okay.
You're not ugly.
You write as if you're surprised to find me still beautiful, even here. Our beauty is our power, our strength. We can't allow them to change us, to lessen us. I will never grant them that satisfaction, and neither should you.
So, is this your first time in Mac? Figured. You're so unfriendly.
Life's easier without friends.
Maybe. I like it here. It's better than being in a foster home. The floor you can't fall below. What's that?
11.
From who?
My mother.
Where is she?
In prison. For murder.
Your father.
Don't know the guy. How about you?
Oh, they were junkies. She OD'd when I was 6 and he disappeared a couple years later. I was born addicted to heroin.
Really? What was that like?
I don't know. I was out of rehab by the time I was 6 months old. So, what's the deal? Are you gay?
What?
I don't know. I get this funny feeling from you, like you're not interested in guys.
You're right, I'm not. Where's the cash
They put us in McKinney Hall. Guy's a genius. I started out copying his stuff, but could never touch him.
He's great. But you're better.
You're insane.
No, I'm not. I mean, he's a great cartoonist. You're an artist.
What's the difference?
That's like asking why a joke is funny. Either it's funny or it's not. You're either an artist or you're not. You are.